Bill P here from BP3 Crypto on BP3 TV. And I've got a little video today to go into IceRockMining. Now, some of you guys know I'm a big fan of IceRockMining. I've participated, let's see, wait for my face to show up here. So, IceRockMining, located in Kazakhstan in a former Soviet Union bunker. And right now I can't face, so it makes it very confusing. There we go. Anyway, wow, that looks pretty cool. Let's get rid of these guys here. Getting even better. Okay, cool. So IceRockMining is located in a former Soviet bunker in Kazakhstan. The first phase of the ICO went off plan as it was about maybe 5 months ago, 6 months ago, and I participated in that first phase of the ICO. There were a lot of issues that had to be worked. It was the first ICO that those guys were doing over there. And there was multiple forms of payment, and then later on multiple forms of coins that you could pick to mine. So with a lot of the things being brand new to the team, they took each obstacle one at a time, and they worked their way through them. They were there for me anytime that I needed them, and I developed a nice relationship with the guys over there at IceRock. And I really think that they definitely got it going on here. So let's see. Let's move myself down here just a little bit. So what do we got over here? Here's the front page of their website, and we've got why is IceRock the future of mining? Okay, there's plenty of videos associated with these guys right here on their site, and there are a load of videos over at YouTube underneath their IceRock listing over there. I'm not going to go through all of them, but definitely did a good job. And it explains a lot of things. It shows you the cave that they have and everything that they want to do with it. Artist rendition of the IceRockMining cave as it would look if it was full of miners from the floor to the ceiling. Now this cave is interesting because it is built out in like wings, like almost kind of look at the fuselage and then the wings of an airplane, with all of these wings being available for future expansion. IceRockMining is here to bring Bitcoin mining to the investment world. We believe that Bitcoin has a long and significant role in the Our goal is to raise capital and scale our mining businesses. We are currently in operation and already delivering returns to our investors. Hey, that would be me. With IceRock, investors become our partners and share in the realization of profits while assuring themselves a stable and passive income. Because of these efficiencies, we are able to operate on lower costs and thereby pass those savings on to our investors. With today's hash rates, our return on investment to investors is over 200% a year and could increase if the price of Bitcoin increases. So, hey, great introduction paragraph there on this round of the ICO. As opposed to the last round. The last round we were purchasing hash power, and then we got our proportion payouts based on the hash power that we had purchased with our ROC tokens. This time around, slightly different. We are going to split 50% of the profits from the IceRockMining facility, and those profits will be split depending on the number of IceRock tokens that you use to purchase your contract. So I guess if you could say there was 10 people that bought 10 contracts and they were $10 a piece, we would divide the profits evenly. But if some people bought $50 contracts and some people bought $10 contracts, we'd split the profits accordingly to the amount that they put in as a percentage. Okay, understand? Pretty good, pretty cool. So it looks like a great place to go skiing too, huh? Mining for everybody, the operating summary. So as you can see there, out of the 100% of profits that they will make from the mining operation, 50% are investors' profit share, 20% dividend reinvestment by IceRock, 20% operating costs and maintenance, and 10% IceRock management. So IceRock management receives 10% of the funds for their salaries and whatnot. 20% goes back into the company for operating costs, and 20% is used to buy back ROC tokens, and 50% of the profits is shared amongst the investors based on the percentage of IceRock tokens that they put in for the contract. Cool. So they mine in Bitcoin and then use Shapeshift to convert the Bitcoin to Ethereum and then enter it into the smart contract and disperse it off amongst the holders of the ROC2 tokens. Now, I got a little confused at first. Mining only in Bitcoin, or is that just for the example? And why would we take the Bitcoin and then change it into Ethereum? We'll be losing something there. So I'm not too sure about that, other than I can guess that the smart contract only runs on the Ethereum platform. So that's why they're transferring from Bitcoin to Ethereum. Yeah, I don't know. That's a question that I have pending with them that I need a little more thorough answer. Don't quite like the setup as much as the last ICO, but I'm not saying that it's a bad thing or any kind of a deal breaker. These guys really do have it going on. We can go into a little bit of things here. You guys can visit this website on your own and go through everything, but no active cooling costs, cheap electricity, no rent, advisor team. Because our dividend distribution of 20%, we are able to compound returns and reinvest that money into new ASIC miners. Our investors continue to hold ownership in those new miners and thereby see continued returns for years. Because of our dividend distribution of 20%, we are able to compound returns and then reinvest that money into new miners. Wow. It's interesting. Hey, we're just going to have to look into that a little bit more. Lifetime profit. I like that. So here is the calculator that we can use here to okay, so we've got the calculator here to come up with a couple costs. So say, for example, I'm going to put in $1,000. Right now, with the 50% bonus that is available to the private pre-sale, which I do qualify for, I would put in $1,000 to buy the ROC2 tokens, and I would get a 50% bonus. Okay, so I would get 500 extra tokens. You can see based on that, 1 month I'm looking at $294 return at the current price of Bitcoin, or at least at the price when this was determined, which should be fairly accurate to today. 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. So I primarily look at the 1 month. It's about $300 there. I put 1,000 in, and let's see, pretty good. And then on the 12 months, on the 1 year, 448. Not too sure if that's quite what I'm looking for. And like I said, it would go up, but what if we be honest, guys? This is what I was really looking forward to. $5,000 into contract. I would give a $2,500 bonus for a total of $7,500, making a monthly income of $1,468. Now we are talking, right? With a monthly income like that, we can start to do some stuff. You can buy a nice sports car and call it paid for, possibly for life here. And we could allocate that money towards something like the mortgage, anything like that. So the monthly income of $1,468, this might really be a pretty good thing to get involved in. If this is lifetime contract and that payout is forever, definitely going to have to talk to DS about that. Good questions. Well, maybe we'll answer them at the end in our frequently questions. Anyway, you guys can mess around with that. Bonuses, private pre-sale, 50% bonus. That's just starting tomorrow. Main sale, here's where most of the folks would be applicable for. The main sale is a 45% bonus here, and then a 40 and a 35 and a 30. Okay, so that's actually in the main pre-sale. We get off the main ICO, it looks like a 25% bonus. Yeah, let me move this guy over here. There we go. That should work. Okay, so the main ICO, 25% bonus, 20% bonus, 50% bonus, 10%, and 5. So one thing that did come up to my attention right here was we are looking at a long time. 5/25 is when the last period ends. January, February, March, April, May 25th. So we're not looking until like June for token distribution, and then for the sale to start. So lifetime payouts sounds great, and the 50% bonus increase for my private pre-sale sounds great too. But honestly, I have a few questions. Let's see what else we got here, though. The ICO details. Move this guy over here out of the way. Sorry about that, folks. Anyway, we've got the ICO details. Beginning of the private pre-sale, the end of the private pre-sale, the pre-sale ends, the basic token offer, and then that ends. First portion of tokens released, 5/26. So the day after the basic token offer ends, 5/25, they'll start releasing tokens. 23 million ROC2 tokens will be released. $1 price of one token at time of release. We accept Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, so Bitcoin and Ethereum this time around. No Litecoin. All right, so website goes further into the team. I've done a lot of conversations back and forth with Diaz, Kumanov, and Malik. Okay, those guys have been my primary contact people. Diaz, the ICO manager and the marketer, and CEO, Malik, the CEO. Like I said, guys, they've been answering all the questions that I can. They're doing a lot of work over there with this team. Other people that are involved with them, they got quite a few people on their team now. This guy's a recent guy too, Vadim Suleymanov, public relations manager of IceRock. So that's definitely going to help out. And the advisors who probably heard a lot of stories last time around. I think that's going to bring us to the end of things here. Let's take a look at this. One last thing I wanted to take a look with you guys here is frequently asked questions. How to see that my token, considering it goes from measure. Oh, and you can also do it considering that both investors and miners can buy tokens. What is the difference in terms of how they can spend it? It's interesting. Investors hold their tokens or choose to sell them on the exchange once the buyback period kicks in. Miners can also sell their tokens, but only in exchange for a mining contract based on our pricing plans. You can learn more about this in our white paper. Can you please offer more details on token distribution? The payment will be initiated once you. Okay, yeah. Once the mining process starts, your contracts will become available. The launch is set to take place on December 20th. So that's from the last. That's from the last ICO. Once the 2-year mining contract expires, what will happen to my ROC tokens? Not too sure myself. Okay, so there are some more questions. I recommend you subscribe to these guys. I recommend you join the Telegram channel. And I will look into a few things. I want to find out, let's see exactly how it's going to work. It's a little bit different. So we're not having the hash power this time. So we are buying into the company. So I just want to check into that a little bit. Like I said, as far as I'm concerned, I feel pretty good about these guys because I have a good bonus offered to me. But there are some questions to go through just to make sure that everybody's on the up and up and that we all feel comfortable. On a scale of 1 to 10, where am I leaning on this revamped ICO? And let's go back. Where do I rate the last one on a scale of 1 to 10? I'll put it like around a 6.5, 7. It was more for technical problems along the way, communication, stuff like that, as opposed to anything that was significantly bad. But this guy here on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, I'm going to probably say I have a few unanswered questions. So I'm going to go like 6, 7 right now. Find out if this contract is life term. What does that mean by the profits being 20% of profits being put back in? Are the contracts going to end after 2 years? It's only Bitcoin that is being mined, I think, and payment is in Bitcoin because of in Ethereum because of smart contracts. Not too sure. But hey guys, I hope I sparked some of your interest here and I opened your eyes into some stuff. We try to explain everything as carefully as I can. I know it was quite long, but there is a lot of information to go over here with IceRock. So leave me any questions in the comments. I want to do some follow-up videos on this. I will do a smaller video after I get a little bit more information. And I'll let you guys know what I decide to do. I am also going to be pricing some graphic card miners as well to look at some things like Samart and even some Saya miners that are coming out and see if it's better to put the funds there, say $5,000 towards that and start mining right away. But like I said, this is this does look like a great deal. These guys do have it going on. It does fit a lot of needs and solve a lot of problems. Well, guys, this is Bill P from BP3 Crypto on BP3 TV with educational advice only for you guys. Take a look at IceRock. Make your own decisions after doing your own due diligence. Once again, Bill P from BP3 Crypto on BP3 TV. Have a great night, guys. Ciao.